Hello and welcome back to Just Code It. Let's first look at the finished product. We're going to do 3 examples. The major difference between factory tables and Plotly Go.table is the create table, which automatically adds some styling and layout that gives a professional looking table with a minimal amount of effort. The first example we're going to do is a basic table. Then we're going to do a bit of customization with the appearance. You can make it look good if you want to. Finally, we're going to be working with DataFrames and see different types of ways to load in data. Let's actually get going on the code. Let's clear this out. You go to the GitHub repo. I also have a notebook with all this. I think it looks a little bit better if we do it on here. You can see a bit easier. Zoom in a bit for y'all. Run the first few, load everything in, and the first example. The first example we're going to do is create a data matrix. This is just a list of lists with country, year, and population. After that, we're going to do figure 1 is FF, where we loaded that in from Plot Figure Factory. From that FF, we're going to do create table, pass it our data matrix to figure 1 show. That gives you a basic table like this. As you can see, that is 3 lines of code to create a table. This is a lot quicker than the Plotly Go.table, but you can't customize it as much as the Go.table. Method 2, we're going to create a data frame using Pandas DataFrame. Define a name, age, and planet, give it some information, then do FF, create table, pass it the data frame, and show it, and we get this. If you want to use the previous data, you do df equals pd data frame, pass it the information, give it the columns, which we're just going to grab that first column or that first list for the columns. Then ilocate or index locate and pass it everything after the first to get all the data within those columns. If we run this, we get the same information as above. Moving down to the next example, we are defining more data in a Pandas data frame with product, price, stock, and sales. We're going to pass the data frame in. Then we're going to have a color scale where we pass it a list of colors. The 0 is the header, the 0.5 is the first alternating color, and the number 1 is the second alternating color. After that, we're going to update the layout. We create the figure, and like always, we update the layout where we're going to define the font, which is a dictionary with font size of 14, family, and color is white. After defining the font, we're then gonna make a fixed height for each row, which is just 400. If we change this to 200, it'll be a lot more narrow. Moving on to the final example, define a data frame. df.orders is set to pd data frame. We're going to give it the data, which is items quantity total, and then the index is going to be ord 001 to 003. After doing that, we're going to reset the index. What this does is allows the index to be visible within the table. Then we're going to pass it into the create table. We do create table, pass it the df with index, and finally show it. And here you can see we have the item quantity total with the index in there. For these Plotly factory tables, they're actually extremely useful if you just need to whip up a table for a slide or something and you don't feel like doing a bunch of formatting. What I do typically is have a basic table in a folder, and then I have my company's colors already present. All I have to do is send it the data frame, and I automatically have the company's colors. You can essentially just make a function out of this, and just when you pass it a data frame, it will create a table for you. That is it though for this video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.